Total con.
Alright, we are 43 matches in, I think. So far, I'm probably gonna call it a night soon, at least as far as this set goes. Does not respect pokes on hit, does not respect pokes on block, and jumps way too much. Stop jumping.
Round
It's all
one.
love, baby, but still.
Fight.
Why would you jump from that range? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And these aren't punishes, by the way. Like, I'm just predicting that he's not going to respect his frames. That's combo punishable. Yeah.
Round two. Fight.
I have anti-aired him more times in this set than I can count. Like, the constant doing, like, forward one, back two from mid-screen. Oh, I thought I could combo that. See, that's not a punish. That's me knowing that you're going to push a button despite the fact that string pushes you far enough away to where your follow-up isn't completely guaranteed. But I knew you weren't going to know that, and I would just lift because I knew it was going to work. Part of playing the neutral is understanding your character's farthest reaching normals versus the opponent's, and then playing to those strengths. Now, when you start whiffing strings from like a third of the screen away, or jumping like that, you are playing an improper neutral, and you open yourself up to get punished. Why are you doing that string? Again, you just move in. You don't have to always move in with a string.
Your resolve weakens.
This variation specifically capitalizes on people who are impatient. You were too far away. See? Why were you trying to uppercut me there? Oh, I missed the punish. Push. See, you could do something about that. Me poking on block, but you reacted too slow.
Wins.
I am going to neutral jump at the start, and you're going to forward one, back two.
Round one.
I'm assuming.
Fight.
See. That's not a combo. That's just you not wanting to respect the fact that it's not your turn, or that I'm taking my turn with the cancel. That's not a punish. You were just pushing buttons. down one would have worked,
Two, fight.
but that's full screen. Why are you using forward one, backs two? It's like a footsie tool. Yeah, why is his headdress standing up like that? Okay. Bruh, I swear to God. You're too far away. It's not going to work. Stop whiffing strings from half a screen away and stop jumping, and you will see a dramatic difference in your gameplay.
Finish him. Ermac wins. Round one, fight. We have you now.
What could you have possibly been doing to get hit by that?
Two, fight.
Bruh, okay.
We have you now.
I mistimed that.
We have you now.
You could have totally had it that, but you jumped.
Finish him.
You could have taken that. Now, granted, I had a bar meter, you had a bar meter. You could have put the EX sunlight on yourself, but the moment you jumped, that was it. Jumping is literally killing you.
Round one, fight.
And whiffing strings in full screen. Yep, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Sooner or later, you will block and blow that up. Whiffing down one. Just walking forward.
Round two, fight.
It's like you insist on jumping, man. You really got to break that habit. Like, real talk. That was...
Finish him. Ermac wins.
One more.
Round 1, fight.
They start that slow overhead from way far away. Bruh.
Round 2, fight.
Nope. Way too far away for that. He could have really got more damage with
Pray
that.
for the Khan's mercy.
Oh, I don't have the brute. I don't have the fatalities unlocked. Ah, fuck it. This is the wrong profile. Alright, dude.
Ermac wins.
I don't care about the score. The score isn't what's important. You really, really... You need to stop jumping, okay? I anti-aired you more than... I literally lost count. Because... Alright, you're playing War God, okay? War God took a hit. Alright, you don't have the armored overhead anymore. You have, like, the armored low and then the armored unblockable shit, okay? When you get hit by a poke, you cannot challenge what I'm doing next. Now, okay, sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. Now, when you get to a certain level of skill, you'll be able to assess when you can and can't reasonably disrespect somebody when they hit you with something. Until then, it's better if you get hit by a poke to just block, because the number of times you'd get hit and then get hit again with a string because you were trying to down one or down two out of a high, it was staggering. Okay, it was free damage. I didn't have to respect anything because you would always get hit. And the other thing is using strings from half screen away. Okay, I know Kotal Khan has decent active frames when he's moving around, back 1, 2, 2, forward 1, back 2. Bad whiff recovery, but I mean, you did hit me a few times, but throughout the course of that set and all 46 matches, I hit you out of that way more than you hit me with it. It was a free counter poke. Other times, you would do something that may be safe on block, but it's not plus. So, like when you do the overhead, not the overhead, the mid sword from a distance, you're safe, I think. I can't lift punish that. That's not punish. Actually, I'm going to look at it right now. I'm pretty sure it's not lift punishable. The mid. The overhead I know is unsafe, but...
Kotal Khan. Ermac.
Okay, what's the mid sword? This. Alright, so like when you do... Let me set the computer to block. So when you do your forward 1, back 2, or forward 1, 2, whatever. What is forward 1, 2? That's not important. Okay. When you do your back 1, 2, 2, right? Okay. That's -5. So that's safe. I cannot punish that. However, Ermac's lift, look where it hits on the screen. Okay, it hits like right in front. So that tells me that if you do this and block, you're always going to do something else because you know that it's safe. But the moment you move, whether you're trying to jump, whether you're trying to do forward 1-2, back 1-2-2, whatever, you're going to get caught. Because even though you're safe from direct punishment, that doesn't mean that you can just move around willy-nilly against a character like Ermac, whose special moves affect a portion of the screen in front of him, okay? Every time you did that, I just lifted. Lift is minus 51 on block, and I did it anyway because I knew you were going to move, and you always did. The other thing is, if I look at Kotal Khan's forward 1-2, which you did a lot, -1, okay. Let me just have the computer. -1, okay. So from there, I'm sure you can get like a down 4 check, a down 1 check if you're, you know, right on the money. But you also take into account that if you're going to do forward 1-2 and then like back 1-2, or hell, forward 1-2 and forward 1-2 again, fuck it. Look at the distance, okay? Look how far that pushes you away. If you do back 1, it's a high. I can low poke. Let's see here. So, back 1. That's a high. I'm just going to poke underneath it. You get your down 4 or your down 3. If you hit it, then you continue for more pressure. If I block, you can cancel into something if you want to take that risk. But you have to be quick because you're only -1 and there's a decent amount of pushback on that string, which means you don't get to just run up and push buttons again because I'm going to counter hit it. And I did a lot. Or I would just lift and it would be the same thing. Let's see. What else? Okay, yeah. That and don't jump. Especially against Mystic. Like, why would you jump against Mystic? Because I don't have to do anything. Literally, you jump. Okay. Kotal Khan. This long range jump 1. Back 1. Stand 4. Down 4. Down 3. Hell, even down 1 under some angles. Or hell, I can be lazy and just push. Okay. Even when you're right next to me, hold on. And you want to cross up. Down 4. Down 1 to make you whiff. Get a possible punish. His down 1 would work, but I don't know. I'm not very good with his down 1. Hell, I can just down 2 and lift you after that. There is no reason as Kotal Khan that you need to be jumping at Ermac, especially from back here, because you're giving me all the time in the world to react to that. Hell, I can probably meet you in the air. Okay, maybe not, because your jump 1 has a lot of active frames. But point is, it's not hard. Literally, back 1. Okay. Stop jumping. Stop jumping. Stop whiffing strings from half screen away. And learn to respect pokes on hit and on block until you reach the point of knowing the character matchup that you can safely determine when is a good time to not punish or to disrespect. Alright? Hit the lab and yeah, work on that. You did better though. You did better. Okay, you played during some of the matches. You did play a lot more patient throughout the course of tonight. So you have improved, but you need to take it a step further. Okay, work on that.